was a chemical and biomolecular engineering undergraduate here from 2009 to 2013. And I also got to participate while I was here all 4 years in some of the chemical engineering research going on here. So I was working with a professor by the name of Dan Pack. We were focused on polymers and nanoparticles for delivery of DNA, which really kind of was a springboard to my later career in mRNA. And so when I went to MIT, actually, I was very frustrated with some of the limitations that DNA had. I had a wonderful research experience here, learned a lot, and we made a lot of advancements, but at the end of the day, the science was very, very challenging to get DNA sort of into the nucleus of cells. Your cells have an evolutionary want to guard the nucleus and guard your own DNA. And so when I got to MIT, I met Ron Weiss, who was the professor who I did my PhD with, a pioneer in the field of synthetic biology, and I told him I wanted to work on designing of nucleic acids rather than the delivery vehicles because of this limitation. And he brought up this idea of mRNA-based therapeutics, where he had a postdoc in his lab who was working on mRNA already for the past 9 months at the time. That postdoc is now my co-founder and the head of R&D and the president at Strand along with me. We've been working together for the past 10 years. But really, the decision to go into mRNA in 2013, when it was also such a weird, off the beaten path, sort of this will never work technology to a lot of people in the scientific community, was all based on the experience that I had here, the hands-on scientific knowledge that I got, and the knowledge of what limitations were to the science. And I only got that because I was hands-on with that science right here across the quad in Roger Adams' lab. And so after that, then it really birthed me into the mRNA-based therapeutics. And I mean, I really owe it all to the research that I did here, because otherwise I don't know if I would have seen the utility of what we were even building.